What's going on YouTube? It's Belthazor3457, and today I'm going to bring you guys a short little video about magicka, and I'm going to show you some of the spells and combinations that you can use in magicka. And specifically, we're going to be focusing on stuff that I don't see in other magicka guides on YouTube. Most of the magicka guides on YouTube that I've seen have been focusing mainly on Steam, the Steam Beam, etc., etc. So we're going to focus on a couple things that I haven't seen other people talk about. Now, the first thing that we're going to talk about is the use of fire, and fire is a very underpowered element here in magicka, or at least that's generally what a lot of people think about fire. It's actually very powerful, but only if you use it properly. Now, let's take a look at the default fireball spell. 1 earth, 3 fire. Let's see, did that do any reasonable amount of damage? No, not really. It didn't really kill a single goblin, and in fact, it didn't even lower one below half health. So, let's change things up a little bit. Let's heal the goblins up. Now that we've healed the goblins up with a few healing mines, let's try something else. Let's try, instead of a typical fireball of 1 earth and 3 fire elements, let's try 1 earth, 1 shield, and 3 fire. This creates essentially a flaming volcano wall. And this actually does quite a substantial amount of damage. As you can see, each of the goblins that touches it ends up dying and is horrified running around because they're suffering in flaming death. Which is a good thing, of course. You can also apply this same spell onto your weapon. D, E, F, F, F. You can apply these in any order, of course. And create the firewall in a line. This does a substantial amount of damage to whatever it hits. However, this also includes you, so be careful with it. Keep in mind, 1 shield element, 1 earth element, and 3 fire elements. It creates a flame wall, otherwise known as a volcano wall, making it one of the most useful defensive spells in the game, because you can still damage your enemies even while inside the shield. Once again, that is 1 shield element, 1 earth element, and 3 fire elements. You can switch up the element combination to make your flame last longer, or make the earth shield have more hit points. But this is generally the best combination if you want your firewall to last a long time, and to deal a substantial amount of damage. And if you wanted it to just protect you, then you just go for a boring earth shield, which is 1 shield element and 4 earth elements. But that's only for you boring people out there. As everyone knows, everything's always better in a game if you can kill things with fire. And a machine gun. The next spell that we're going to talk about is one of the most underused spells in the game. I say it's underused because I've only seen myself use it and haven't seen anyone else use it. That spell is Conflagration, which you get by combining a steam element, a fire element, steam again, fire again, and then steam again. It seems to be mainly very underused because of how many elements are required to actually make the spell in the first place. So the best way to memorize the spell is in this order. Fire, water, fire, fire, water, fire, fire, water. And that will give you Conflagration. And it does a crap load of damage to everything it hits. Once again, that is F, Q, F, F, Q, F, F, Q. Or fire, water, fire, fire, water, fire, fire, water. But you probably don't want to see me just roasting normal goblins with Conflagration. You probably want to see me use it on something that's a little bit more difficult to kill, to prove that the spell's actually useful. So here, I'll demonstrate. As you can see, that only took me a few seconds. Even when you factor in the fact that I was knocked back a couple times, and it was raining. Proper use of Conflagration can make most fights very, very easy. Once again, fire, water, fire, fire, water, fire, fire, water. That's the proper combination to remember it for. As I mentioned, the elements of fire are one of the most powerful magics in the game, when used properly. And as everybody knows, everything in the game's better when you can kill it with fire. Plus, fire just looks kinda awesome. Don't you think? Another combination that I'm going to show you is a combination of two different magics. It's what I call Freeze Rain. You perform this spell by combining the magic's Rain with the magic Blizzard. I will now demonstrate for you. To cast Freezing Rain, you must cast Rain, and then cast Blizzard, in that order. You must also be shielded while casting this spell. So long as you are shielded, this will freeze all of the targets that are on the screen for the duration of the blizzard. They will stay frozen until the blizzard is over. You can reapply this multiple times if you so desire. So long as you are properly shielded from frost damage, you will be perfectly immune to the freeze effects. The next spell that I will talk about is the magic for Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is the only screen-wide AoE damaging effect that is in the game, apart from Meteor Shower, and you can only get Meteor Shower if you have the downloadable content for it. Please note that this is also the same combination of elements you require to make the Steam Beam, the Steam Beam currently being the most powerful beam attack in the game. However, it has been said by the developers that they intend to nerf it, so use it while it lasts. An important thing to note about the Thunderstorm: the Thunderbolts are attracted to whatever the highest target is on the screen. Very frequently, this will also include you, making it somewhat subpar to the Meteor Shower in that it's less safe to cast. However, there are ways around this that make it much more safe to use, which I will now demonstrate for you. When playing the game in a group, when you have members that you actually want to keep alive, typically the best thing for you to do will be to cast a Shield Area of Effect spell, which you get by combining one shield element and hitting an AoE, and then fully charging the shield by repeatedly spamming Healing Mines, which you get by combining Shield, E, and Life, W. If you spam this ability repeatedly, the Healing Mines will charge up the shield to full health. This will essentially create a bubble where you and party members cannot be damaged. Lightning will not penetrate the shield. However, lightning strikes may still impact the shield if it is the highest target on the screen. But you and your party members will be safe inside the shield so long as you continue to heal it with the Healing Mines, as demonstrated here. Since teammates will also be safe within the shield, it's also safe to resurrect teammates inside the shield, and they will automatically be healed because of the Healing Mines. You can also teleport in and out of the shield, making it very, very convenient. The last spell that I'm going to talk about that is somewhat misunderstood is the Summon Phoenix ability. Very few people seem to use the Summon Phoenix ability, mainly because it lands on the position of the person who called it in, dealing damage to them. The Summon Phoenix ability mainly has two uses. One is to dive bomb an area that you're about to get out of, and the other is to resurrect teammates. Keep in mind, the Summon Phoenix ability will penetrate shields, and it resurrects all fallen party members on the spot that it dive bombs. This means that you can safely resurrect all of your teammates with one spell inside the shield with the use of the Summon Phoenix ability. And you yourself will not take damage provided you are also shielded. All fallen party members will resurrect on the exact spot that the Phoenix lands on, so you can resurrect them wherever you want to. Offensive use of the Summon Phoenix ability is best used in conjunction with Teleport, as I will now demonstrate. As you can see, it actually does quite a substantial amount of damage, so long as you can get out of the area of effect in time. Also keep in mind, you can cancel your shield if you do not have the teleport ability yet by using the Nullify spell, which you get by combining S and E, or Arcane and Shield, and then hitting your spacebar, Nullify. Thank you for watching my guide for some of the more underspoken spells and elements in Magicka. I hope you enjoyed the video and found an appreciation for some of these rather underused spells. This has been Belthazor 3457, and I will see you guys next time.